I represent the culture. Culture creates class.
Listen was birthed during a time of tragedy. It is directly connected to the George Floyd incident and the uproar that was taking place in Philadelphia and across the country, for that matter, internationally even. And that day, May the 31st, I wanted to go out. I wanted to be one of the folks in the streets, you know, lifting awareness and lending my voice to just this uprising of disapproval for what had occurred. And my family begged me to not go out. And I had to get it out somehow. So I sat at the piano. Anytime there's loss or anything that tragically happens in my life, I've always turned to music, and it's produced songs of healing, songs of encouragement. And I sat at the piano, and Listen was a baby of that. What happened that night was, and I realized that I was just tying this back to that moment that George he was calling for his mother, you know, for those 9 minutes. He was calling for his mother, a grown man calling for his mother. And it hit me deep. And I didn't think about it that night, but I was sitting in my living room and just wanted to hear my mother's voice. And I decided to just start going through hard drives. I had no clue I was gonna come across anything, but the voicemail at the beginning of the song was a voicemail that I had from my mother, who is deceased, and it gave me comfort. My mother was always an individual. She was always a person who didn't care what others thought, and she poured that into me. I feel like as creatives, you know, we tend to be misunderstood a lot of times, especially those who just really take that deep dive, and it's where we find a lot of the discomfort and uncomfortable pieces, but they always tend to result in something beautiful